So let me guess, you're being told that real marketing means dropping thousands on complicated Facebook ads and elaborate digital funnels, that you need a huge budget and a whole team just to stay in the game. But for most small clinics and agencies, that's just out of reach, man. It's not even what your competitors are actually doing to win. So what if I told you that a small hearing clinic boosted its revenue by over 500%, not with one big flashy ad campaign, but with a few simple, almost forgotten tactics? What if the most powerful strategies were the ones everyone else ignores because they seem too simple or maybe too old school? While your competition is burning cash in the noisy, crowded world of digital ads, a handful of businesses are quietly building empires. They're using strategies that are often free, surprisingly simple, and hiding in plain sight. In this video, we're going to break down the 5 most powerful yet overlooked marketing tactics that are getting huge results for service-based businesses that need leads right now. First up is a strategy I call the Hyper-Local Blitz. It solves a really common problem: being invisible in your own neighborhood. You can have the slickest website on the planet, but if Mrs. Gable down the street doesn't even know you exist when her grandson needs a checkup, you've already lost. I'm talking about major metropolitan areas, by the way. So instead of just fighting for keywords online, which everybody's doing, you fight for mind share, block by block. This is all about getting creative with low-cost offline tactics that connect with your community. Think about it. A small medical clinic could team up with the local library to give away branded bookmarks with children's health tips, as an example. It just costs next to nothing, but suddenly you're in the hands of hundreds of local families. Or an insurance agency could use sidewalk chalk to create a cool temporary ad right before a farmer's market, asking something like, "Is your new home really protected?" It's unexpected, it's clever, gets people talking. Just a couple of examples, just trying to think differently. These methods work because they slice right through the digital noise. We're all bombarded with thousands of ads online every day, literally thousands every day. And we've gotten really good at ignoring a lot of them. But a creative local touch point, that feels personal. It feels genuine. It shows you're a real part of the community, not just another faceless business on the internet. And you become the go-to expert because you're physically there, right where your clients live. All right, strategy number 2 is for anyone who feels exhausted by the content hamster wheel. Let's talk about it. Becoming a content archaeologist, okay? The big problem here is the insane pressure to constantly create new stuff. Blog every day, post 5 times on social, launch a new video every week. For a small business owner, that's not just daunting, it's impossible. It is. It is. The solution: stop digging for new gold and go back and polish the treasures you've already found. In other words, update and optimize your old content. You've got a lot of it at this point, right? Remember that blog post you wrote 2 years ago about choosing the right insurance policy? The information's probably a little stale, so go back and refresh it with the new 2025 data. Sprinkle in some new keywords, maybe embed a short video explaining a tricky concept, and then republish it. A medical clinic could take an old article like on flu season prep, for instance, and update it with the latest health advice and local stats. This is so powerful for 2 reasons. First, Google absolutely loves fresh content. You know that. By simply refreshing an old post, you're sending a huge signal to search engines that your site is relevant and up to date, giving you a serious SEO boost for a fraction of the work. Second, you're not just letting all your previous efforts go to waste. You don't have to start from a blank page. You're leveraging your past work to get future results. It's the definition of working smarter, not right. The third strategy is one of my absolute favorites, the power partner play. Most small businesses struggle with a limited audience. It feels expensive and exhausting to reach new people, like you're just shouting into an empty room. Stop trying to build an audience from scratch. Instead, borrow one from someone your customers already trust. This is all about forming marketing partnerships with other local businesses that serve the same type of client, but don't compete with you. A small clinic could partner with a local pharmacy or a wellness studio for a joint webinar on health. Imagine a pediatric clinic co-hosting a Healthy Kids Day with a popular local toy store. The toy store could promote the event to its huge email list of local families, and the clinic gets FaceTime with hundreds of potential new patients. Those things always result in a couple of new patients, a couple of new appointments. They always do. Just like webinars still work, they do. So if you're an insurance agency, you could team up with a real estate agent. That's always a good pairing, I think. They're already talking to people making huge life decisions who desperately need insurance. You could co-create a new homeowner's protection guide or offer a bundled discount. It's a win-win. Your partner adds more value for their clients. The clients get trusted recommendation, and you get a warm lead that's way more likely to convert than someone who just clicked an ad. This works because it runs on borrowed trust. When a business your customer already knows and loves vouches for you, that trust transfers over. Now, if these ideas are getting the gears turning just a little bit or making you think about something in a different way for your own business, would you do me a huge favor and hit the like button? I would really, really, really appreciate it. I'm being as honest as I can be. It tells YouTube that we're putting out some decent stuff and helps other small business owners find this content. And my promise to you is I'm going to make the content better, because I too am a small business and I'm shifting things in my client profile and shifting things on how we do our business and what we're really focused on. And I'm going to keep digging and keep digging and keep digging. And in the process, I'll keep sharing. So let's get back to it right now. Moving on to number 4, getting yourself a 24/7 digital assistant. Here's the problem. You're losing potential customers while you sleep. While you're with a patient or a customer, or while you're on another call, someone lands on your website, say at 10 o'clock at night, with a simple question like, do you offer telehealth appointments, or what are your hours? If they don't get an answer right away, they're gone. They're going straight to your competitor or somebody who can't answer the question. We live in an 8-second attention span world. You do know that, right? Because a lot of people who started this video already bailed out. I can see the analytics. So I'm going to start saying crazier stuff at the end of all the videos. Anyway, let's be honest. Customers today expect instant answers. Some research shows that over 80% expect an immediate online response. Immediate. This solution isn't to hire a massive call center. No, it's to use simple AI automation. We do that. That's what we're really focusing on now, is a chatbot. You can use an AI chatbot if you'd like to. We can help you with that. But our chatbot is actually a real person on the other side, real human being. So that's the value prop that we offer. And that can be 24/7, 365. Okay. So, and that's ridiculously inexpensive. I'm talking about a simple low-cost tool that we could set up and have it up and operating in like a week, and then you're not missing any appointments at all. And somebody's answering questions for your customers. So anyway, think about that. If you like it, if you'd like more information on that, reach out to me and I'll get it for you. But you need something that's going to gather information, schedule appointments. This also frees up your team when you have something like this in place. All right. So it's an extension of your team. An insurance agency can use a chatbot to ask a few qualifying questions, making sure that when a lead gets on the phone with an agent, they're actually a good fit. This is a huge overlooked strategy because it dramatically improves the customer experience for almost no cost. It makes your business feel responsive and modern 24/7. You're not just plugging a leak in your sales funnel, you're actually building a system that provides real convenience. And that's a massive advantage, right? It's a massive advantage. And that brings us to our final strategy, number 5, the Trust Multiplier. This one solves the biggest problem of all, being seen as a commodity. In the eyes of most people, a clinic is a clinic, and an insurance agency is an insurance agency. They see you as just another interchangeable service provider, not the expert they need. The solution is right in front of you. Stop selling, start teaching. Patient education is one of the most powerful marketing strategies in the world, but it's so often done really poorly. I mean, look. This isn't about just writing another boring blog. It's about becoming a genuine resource that builds unshakable authority and trust. A small medical clinic could create a series of 60-second videos answering the questions they get every day, like explaining the difference between a cold and the flu, or showing a simple at-home exercise that could help someone. For an insurance agent, it's a total game changer. Instead of just emailing a confusing 50-page policy PDF, record a video, a quick video, where you personally walk the client through their options, explaining the jargon in plain English. That is so much helpful. I use Loom for that personally for insurance clients. You can send it to them. They can watch it whenever. That one small gesture transforms from a salesperson into a trusted advisor. And they always have the video. They can go back to it. So win-win. This strategy is how you build an empire. It creates a moat of trust around your business that your competitors can't cross because they're not doing anything like this. No matter how much they spend on ads, you're going to start attracting clients who aren't just looking for a service in Google. Okay? That's because there's more ways. I mean, we're all so focused on Google, and you need to be focused on Google. There's no question. But if that's your sole source of leads, you're in deep, you know what? And those clients who stick with you for life and tell everyone they know, that's going to outperform Google because those are going to be warm leads. You're not having to start from scratch like a cold handshake, okay? So keep that in mind. So there you have it. 5 overlooked marketing strategies that can deliver huge results without needing a huge budget. We talked about the Hyper-Local Blitz to your own neighborhood, the Content Archaeologist to get more from what you've already done, the Power Partner Play to borrow trust, and the 24/7 digital assistant so you never miss a lead, and the Trust Multiplier to become the go-to expert. That's important too. Here's the key takeaway. Marketing in 2025 isn't about who has the biggest wallet. It's about who's the most creative, the most helpful, and the most connected to their own community, their own backyard. You don't need to outspend your competition. You just need to outwork them and outthink them. That's it. Now I want to hear from you. What's one overlooked strategy that's worked for your business? Drop it in the comments below. Let's all learn from each other. If you want to go deeper on the chat widget for your website that connects people with a live person, not an AI bot, reach out to me. My email address is in the description. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. I'd appreciate a like if you got anything out of this at all. Have a good one.